let me ask this guy here. No, sir, I do not. Yes, sir. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Jimmy, love you, man.
Thank you, my friend.
Just a quick question. I'm not trying to start shit, but ever since the meltdown, 2 months ago or so, Uncle Paul really doesn't show up much, and I think we all know why, because, Opie voiced his opinion. Do you find yourself holding back? Because we love Uncle Paul.
It's funny. No, when Opie and I had that fight, afterwards, things have been very calm around the studio. There's been no residual tension or anger. And again, I talked about this originally. On my advice show, I think the day after, 2 days after. When you argue with somebody who you work with and you collaborate creatively with live and on the fucking radio, you begin to work through it the next day, just because even if you're not talking off the air, you guys, if you fight, whatever job you do, say you're on a job site, someone steals your bologna sandwich out of your lunch pail, you don't want to look at that SOB for a while, so maybe you go talk to the electricians, you don't talk to him for a while. You can avoid people. You can't avoid somebody who you're on the air and live with every day. So the next day you're talking. You might not be looking at each other as much or whatever, but all of a sudden you'll say something funny, or the other person smiles at something you say, or you'll both laugh at something together that a guest says. It's a weird way of beginning to work through something. And then by the time you discuss it, we never really had a sit down, talk about it thing. He's never asked me not to do Uncle Paul. I will always do Uncle Paul. That's one that bothers a lot of people. Anthony interacted with Uncle Paul, but look at Anthony's lifestyle. Uncle Paul and Anthony have a lot in common. But, no, I still do Uncle Paul. I'm still okay doing Uncle Paul. I still fire him out and I do him. But again, it helps if there's somebody to my right. Like if Bobby's here, I might do him a little bit more. But it's not that Opie is throwing out a don't do that vibe to me. He's really not. Like when I do Uncle Paul, he still smiles and he laughs about it. He's not scolding me with his eyes when I do it. But, maybe if I have done it less since that, it's not a conscious thing.
My fucking wife hates Uncle Paul.
As she should, sir. She's a good woman. By the way, one of my favorite moments this week, I think it was in Milwaukee, where I just talked to people and we were sharing stories and telling jokes. One of the funnest things after Milwaukee was a guy and his girlfriend there, and he's like, "Dude, can we take a picture with Edgar?" She fucking hates Edgar. When people tell me how you're ruining your lives with these fucking dopey characters, when you're doing Edgar, you're doing Chip, it makes me so happy. The joy you people bring me. That's another reason I really want this animation to work. Dude, I'm not going to make it. And thank you for the call. Did I answer your question okay?
Sure.
All right. Yeah, take care. Yeah, Gregorio doesn't like it because a lot of times I bring back memories. I used to muss his hair. I used to kiss the bridge of his little freckled nose. One time I was drinking sardine, Earl, and he said, "What have you been eating?" And I put his nose in my mouth just so he could smell it all day. I'm not going to get rich off of these characters. I'm not looking to make money for real, man. I'm not looking to make a shit ton of money. Let me answer the audience noises.